Remember when we were geeking out about AI actually writing better code?
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Well, strap in because this next level is blowing my mind.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not just about generating code anymore. It's
Hmm.
about AI tackling the whole software development process.
Yeah, it really is a fascinating shift. We're moving beyond AI just spitting out lines of code
Right.
and into the realm of what we call the outer loop of development.
Okay, break down this outer loop thing for me.
Sure.
What's that all about?
Imagine building a house. Writing code is like laying the bricks and hammering the nails.
Okay.
The outer loop is everything else, checking the blueprints for errors.
Right.
That's bug fixing,
Right.
making sure the structure sounds so code review.
Uh-huh.
Writing the instruction manual documentation, all those crucial tasks that ensure the final product is solid.
And I'm guessing that's where developers spend a huge chunk of their time.
You guessed it.
Yeah.
These tasks are complex. They require not just coding knowledge,
Right.
but an understanding of the project goals,
Mm-hmm.
potential user issues, security risks,
Mm-hmm.
things that are really tricky to automate. At least they were until recently.
And that's what has me so fired up about these two papers from Patch Codes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're diving headfirst into how to make AI way better at this whole outer loop game.
Okay.
The first one, Patched RTC, totally blew me away.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's like giving AI a self-evaluation test, which, trust me, is way more useful than it sounds.
It's a really clever approach. Instead of just having humans judge the AI's work,
Yeah.
they're essentially having the AI grade its own homework.
Okay, I have to know more. How does that even work?
Picture this.
Wow.
The AI writes a piece of code,
Okay.
and then it's asked to come up with a prompt that would make it reproduce that same code.
Wow.
If it can consistently reverse engineer its own work,
Yeah.
that's a strong signal that it's not just mimicking patterns.
Yeah.
It actually understands what it's doing at a deeper level.
So it's like if you can explain something clearly enough to teach it back to someone, or in this case, something,
Exactly.
it shows a deeper level of understanding.
Precisely. And what's really cool is that they actually tested this on real-world coding tasks
Okay.
from their open-source framework called Patchwork.
Nice.
These weren't just made-up examples. They were the messy, complex scenarios that developers deal with every single day.
And this is where it gets really interesting, right? What did
Yeah.
they find?
They discovered a direct link between an AI passing this round-trip correctness test
Yeah.
and its ability to generate code that's actually correct.
So the better the AI is at reverse engineering its own work, the better it is at writing accurate code in the first
It
place.
seems that way.
That's huge. But what does that tell us about how AI learns, especially in this context?
That's the million-dollar question.
Right.
It suggests that being able to understand its own output well enough to reverse engineer it
Yeah.
points to a deeper level of comprehension than just recognizing patterns.
Okay.
It hints at a more robust model of the task at hand.
So we've established that AI can evaluate its own work in a way that actually improves its coding abilities.
It seems so.
But what about making the AI itself smarter? That's where this next paper gets really interesting.
This second paper from Patched Codes dives into exactly that, making AI smarter. It's called Patched MOA,
Okay.
and it's all about getting the absolute most out of the AI models we already have.
Okay, I'm all ears. How do we make AI smarter without just making it bigger? It's not like we can just cram more information into its digital brain, right?
You're on the right track.
Okay.
This paper is about inference optimization,
Okay.
which sounds complicated, but it's basically finding clever ways to get more out of the same AI model.
So instead of just building a bigger AI, it's like fine-tuning the one we've already got.
Exactly.
Oh,
Imagine asking a friend for advice.
yeah.
Instead of just taking their first answer, you ask clarifying questions, get them to see things from different perspectives,
Right.
and then they combine all that info into the best possible solution.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's kind of what's happening here with inference optimization.
Okay.
We're helping the AI think more deeply about the problem.
Okay. I love that analogy. And it sounds like Patched Codes had a specific strategy for this smarter AI approach.
They did. They tested out 3 different optimization techniques.
Okay.
Best of N,
Okay.
Monte Carlo tree search,
Uh-huh.
and the winner, mixture of agents, MOA for short.
MOA. It's got a nice ring to it.
Yeah.
So what makes MOAs so special? What were the results?
Well, buckle up, because this is where it gets really exciting.
Okay.
Using patched MOA, they were able to get a smaller, less powerful AI model,
Okay.
this one called GPT-40 Mini,
Okay.
to actually outperform the much larger and more expensive GPT-4 Turbo.
Wait, hold on. A smaller AI model outperformed a bigger one? That
Yeah.
feels counterintuitive.
It does.
I thought bigger was always better when it came to AI.
That's the common assumption. But this research challenges that idea head on. It tells us that with smarter inference techniques, we can achieve even better results with smaller, more accessible models.
That's a game changer. Not everyone has access to these massive, expensive AI models. But if we can find ways to make the smaller, more accessible ones just as capable, that opens up a world of possibilities.
Precisely. It has huge implications for the democratization of AI. Imagine a future where even small startups and independent developers have access to AI tools that rival those used by the tech giants. That's the potential we're talking about here.
This is what gets me so excited about this field. But let's bring it back to our listener for a second. Why should they care about these two papers? Especially if they aren't spending their days writing code. This is about way more than just code, right?
You're absolutely right. This goes way beyond just the world of software development.
Mm.
These papers offer a glimpse into the future of AI and its impact on all of us.
Yeah.
Think about it. Every app you use, every website you visit, every piece of software that runs your life, it's all built on code.
Right.
And how that code is created, tested, and maintained is about to undergo a massive transformation.
It's like we're on the verge of this seismic shift, and most people don't even realize it's coming.
Exactly. And even more broadly, these papers really challenge how we think about AI in general.
Okay.
It's not just about building bigger, more complex, more expensive models.
Right.
It's about using the models we already have in smarter, more efficient, and more accessible ways.
And that's a lesson that applies to so many areas beyond just AI, right?
Mhm.
Whether you're a developer, a business leader, an artist, or just someone who's curious about the future, understanding these trends is critical.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it brings us to a final thought-provoking point.
Okay.
If techniques like patched MOA can truly unlock this level of performance in smaller AI models, what does that mean for the future of accessibility and innovation across the board?
That's what has me so fascinated. What happens when these cutting-edge AI tools become available to everyone, not just tech giants with deep pockets?
Right.
What kind of creativity and problem-solving will emerge from that kind of widespread access?
It's an incredibly exciting prospect, and it truly underscores the idea that the real potential of AI might not lie in creating ever larger, more complex models, but in finding smarter, more elegant ways to use the power we already have at our fingertips.
And on that note, we'll leave you to ponder those possibilities. This has been a deep dive into the world of smarter, not just bigger, AI. And if you're as captivated as we are by where this technology is headed, be sure to check out Patched Codes and the incredible work they're doing. Until next time, keep asking questions, keep exploring, and keep diving deep.